So, I've been trying to fight this guy, I don't know how many times. It's taken me probably 10 attempts by now, and I was really hoping not to use the beast blood pellets, but I've never used them before, didn't really know what they did. I knew that they probably made me attack harder or better, but I didn't know if they were going to increase my defense. I found out right there when he slashed me that my defense did get boosted by the beast blood pellets. I kept them in my item section because they're grayed out up there, so it allowed me to know when it had ran out. Now, the entire time this guy keeps buffing himself somehow. You'll see him do it over and over. And I don't exactly know what that buff is. I know his weapon from talking to friends about it, and his weapon does seem to do damage to him. The problem is he's extremely aggressive, especially with his gun. So getting into pure melee combat with him when you have a slow swinging weapon like I do isn't a very good idea, because he has riposted me or visceral attacked me multiple times. He's also not shy about healing himself, and you can see right there, when he does hit me, it does some pretty devastating damage. I go through a ton of blood vials against this guy. I have the unique ability that my weapon can be buffed just like his, so you see me constantly snap my weapon, buffing it with Volt or electricity. And I pretty much figured out the best way to take this guy on is just to dance around him, wait for him to open himself up, and really just wait for the perfect opportunity to get a power strike on him. And so here I am, I'm just literally trying to bait him to do a move, and just waiting, making sure that my weapon is buffed when I do the power move, so that I get as much damage to him as possible. I mean, you guys will see me constantly, or you guys will see me strike him actually and do pretty hefty damage to him. I think I only have to strike him 5 or 6 times to end the fight. As you can see, this guy is constantly buffing, and you'll see his health go down from time to time because he's using some unique ability with his sword, which causes damage to himself. One of my friends is currently trying to figure out exactly what the best setup is for that sword. Currently, right here, he's trying to throw, I believe it's called mist something. They're jars that keep people from healing, so he's essentially trying to throw jars at me to keep me from healing. Here he is getting really proactive with his gun. You see I can't take no more than 2 shots from him and I'll be down, which is why I'm just popping blood vials constantly. That's the strategy. I'm just trying to bait him into hits. I kind of gave up parrying him, even though I can't do it. I was doing it before, but it just wasn't worth it, because if I didn't time the parry correctly, he definitely punished it. So the safest bet I had, and what I recommend to people, if you do have a slow swinging weapon like I do, is, and you're like me afraid to, really parry this guy, is just try to bait him into power moves and avoid his really hard-hitting attacks. I have a lot of the charred equipment on, which has pretty good physical defense, so I was able to survive a lot of his hits. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and shut up. The fight's gonna be over soon, and that's pretty much the strategy I had against this dude, and it worked, as you guys will see. Hargul's Unseen Village. I really like this place. It was super creepy, super tough. I already opened up a lot of the shortcuts here, so this is just my run to the boss. In all honesty, it's going to be my first attempt at the boss. The first time I got to him, and the first time I get to a lot of bosses in this game, is I go in and usually, unlike previous games in the genre or previous Souls games, there would be a fog door that you'd have to traverse in order to begin the boss fight. Not so with this one. So I like to know what I'm up against and kind of see what's going on before I get in on it. So what I do is typically is I let the boss fight begin, and then I will use a Mark of Bold Hunters or Bold Hunters Mark. It's a piece of equipment that just brings you back to the most recent lamp that you had touched. You know, that just allows me to kind of stay in there, survive for as long as I can, check out the boss's moveset, and equip my guy so that I'm prepared for the boss battle. The last thing I need is to get killed in the middle of the boss fight and have all my blood echoes just waiting there, because this game has not been a cakewalk. You know, you need to focus all the time. Every enemy has the ability to kill you. I've constantly found myself losing blood echoes. Anything from, you know, the first 12,000 blood echoes I ever accumulated to well over, you know, 200,000 blood echoes. Now, yes, that's my fault. I shouldn't be having that many blood echoes on me, but, you know, sometimes you're just going through areas of the game and you never know when you're going to need what you need, and next thing you know, you lost all your blood echoes and you get killed trying to go back and get them again. These little golden skeleton things, I really have no clue what they were. You would have just seen them right there to the left side. I don't know what they do. I've yet to figure that out. I'm hoping I will eventually. That enemy that I just defeated, they look like no pushover, and my Tonitrus weapon that I really enjoy, that mace, is super awesome. Does super heavy damage to him, especially because I have a Bolt Arcane build, which seems to be working really well with that weapon. But they can be very tricky enemies. If they trap you in an assault, which this guy's probably going to do right here, they can do some pretty big damage. I really want to get out of that corner right there, because if these guys trap you, it's pretty much over. They hit you with a frenzy of attacks, really mess you up. So, found an item here on my way. I guess I haven't discovered this section of the map yet. But this is just a quick route I'm going to take to get back to the boss. I thought I had opened up another shortcut, but apparently I was wrong. Pretty much any enemy here, especially those dogs up ahead who are little mimics of one of the other bosses that you fight in this area. Thankfully the bolt on my weapon really stuns them and does pretty heavy damage. The two downsides of the Tonitrus that I've found, to tell you the truth so far, have been the fact that it has extremely low durability. The weapon constantly breaks on me. It has a durability of 100 compared to other weapons which are 180 or 200, 250 even in durability. This weapon constantly breaks. I can't go through an entire section without needing to go back and repair it, which is another reason why by the time I hit a boss, it's time to go back to the Hunter's Dream and repair my weapon and really go back and fight the boss with my weapon 100% repaired, because I really do enjoy using this weapon. It's probably one of my favorites. So here I am here, about to enter the boss door, traverse the Nightmare Fog, and I have no clue what to do with this guy. I know that he's going to shoot projectiles, and there are bell ringers up on the balconies that I didn't figure out how to get to. And at this point, I was like, let me see what kind of damage I'm going to do to this guy. And when I finally stunned him with just one simple combo and realized I was doing so much damage to this dude, I realized, you know what, I'm just going to be able to just, you know, tank this guy. I had more than enough health, I had more than enough defense. That fireball caught me there, and I knew that those guys were going to shoot fire, so I came in here with the charge set, which gave me extremely high physical and fire defense. And you'll just see me, I'm constantly just beating at this guy. I'm taking advantage of the game's health regen system to just regen my health, and I'm just spinning that little pocket between his legs, just go at it. Constantly sparking my weapon so I can do as much damage as possible. Get into a little trouble here in a little bit, but I'm able to roll away. Heal up again. I don't go back in unless my health is at maximum. And I'm just trying to find that pocket. I don't want to attack him anywhere else. Just right in that pocket between the legs. And I'm just crushing this guy. The amount of damage I'm doing to him is ridiculous. And you always got a fist pump after every boss.